My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society. We don't have much engineering in this run, but we have a hell of a lot of tactician, archaeologist, a fair bit of survivalist. We're going to the Anagogic Archipelago. Also, it's new! I mean, come on! How am I going to go to anywhere except for the new place? Are you kidding me? I realize this is low challenge, or lower challenge. That's not to say low challenge, because this run, this island, I mean, this series of islands, such as to be called an archipelago. Alright, ask for location of Stupa. Before we visit our second Stupa, we are going to want, to trade our trinkets. Okay, go up here. Refreshing breeze, sure. Dangerous shallows. Negative 10 speech defense if I fail, but 65% chance. Yikes. Ah. Found a small cache of gold. See what's there. It is Red Tiger that I want to activate, if I recall correctly, for the Java Man Skull. Yes. Red Tiger. Learning time! We'll take a discovery here. Fishing Frenzy. See, that's the spots with the Fishing Frenzy are why there's not so many encounters. The reason that we have the reason that we don't really care about low resources, or low supplies rather, is because Fishing Frenzy exists and is fucking ridiculous. Can I actually do this? Yeah, boom, got him. Oh, there's a bunch up there, rough. I'm actually just gonna let them come down here. Because I'll be able to do AoE as long as... I mean, I will be able to AoE them, but it won't be as effective right now. Pop them, and then you go up here and take out the final one. Easy. Kobe. Alright, I get a treasure hunt if I resolve aggressive. So I'm always resolving aggressive now. Campfire story. 8 encounter. I'm gonna take 2 resolve. Just so that I don't somehow lose this run. 8 encounter isn't really gonna... make too huge a difference to our end score. If one of the targets is terrified, they'll never be terrified, so plus 25% of her speech power. That's also not going to be too effective, but... if none of them are going to be effective, just... doesn't really matter too much, does it? I think that's... the Garuda Temple? Not the Garuda Temple, sorry. Maybe the Garuda Temple? Either way, I want to go back down here. Get him! 78 for a ridiculous amount of tokens. Boom. Got a discovery for that. I don't even know how. Alright, Harry, steal some goods. 83. I need to save the tools. We have more important things to do with them later. Load of free mugs. We'll take all 3. Now, this is the point where you drop that and you pick up... do you have excavation? You don't. I can just give you excavation from the trowel and broom. No, of course I don't do that. No, wait, but she only has level 2 of archaeology anyway. Yeah, no, I give you excavation from the broom. There we go. I hate that it has to resolve like that, though. Ancient Stupa, Red Dragon, Cry of the Cave, teleport me over. Hopefully this one isn't bugged, because it was bugged last time I came here. There has been an update since, to be fair. Okay. Extraction. We notice prehistoric strife. It's still only 60% chance. Alright, 85. Come on, please hit. Thank you. Gosh. Alright, we dust off a skull, but it isn't any skull. This skull is not quite human, but it's certainly not one ape either. This is a great discovery for the evolution of men. Java man skull. Plus one. I mean, it's a couple of secrets. Oh, I should trade my trinkets back, of course. Of course. Okay. Honestly, all of these battles should pretty much be auto-resolves. It's just about... it's kind of about bosses, but most of this fight, as to say, most of this encounter, this expedition, rather, is going to be about trying to get the treasures that I've never gotten before here. Where's your god now? Thought so. Dude, that's fucking harsh. Tear down someone's entire life and belief system. He snatched their weave into another fucking dimension, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Green. Okay. Get him! These ones are usually difficult to take down, but we have such an aggressive build that it shouldn't be too hard, right? Thanks to the double hit, that was going to kill. They're not going to be able to get close. I made that mistake last time, and they did get close. Never mind. They're not going to be able to get close enough. Okay. 1, 2. 2 of them can get close enough right now. That's worth my concern. I'm going to try and split them up wherever possible. I might be able to KO 2 of them with a... Yeah. KO 2 of them with a piercing shot here. Then... That's not going to be enough for a KO, but... I can definitely set up a kill on 1. Or, guarantee it. Beautiful. Dominate those opponents. That's right, I'm the boss. Give me that Royal Chris. Definitely all collect, though. Okay, it's 2, but then there's a 0 link, so, you know. It balances out, is what I'm saying here. 71. Beauty. I don't know what I'm going to face in this final area, because I don't know if that's the Garuda or the Witch. It looks like it's the Garuda area, because the Garuda area had, like, some verticality to it, let's say. No, it's the Pagoda of the Witch. You're hearing quite a lot of ruckus. Something in the overground mountains is not quite right. Let's see what's going on. What's this? A group of 8 men. It seems they call themselves the Orang. Who would have known such a thing existed? They're staring angrily at a weird pagoda with many, many eyes. Let's talk with the mob leader. The mob leader is happy to talk to you. We know for certain an evil witch resides within his pagoda. We think she's responsible for the disappearance of very funny Orang people. She's being supported by the Temple of the Trance, who tell us she doesn't mean any harm. Well, you need to do something about it. We'd love to, but those priests have everything covered. We're having a real hard time getting through. Maybe you could help. If you can keep her magical mask if you can catch her. Some tactical genius could create... and then you can find that evil witch. Tactical genius creates the opening. We find the evil witch. With fiery words, he convinces them to not give up, and whatever happens, not accept any free mugs. The siege goes well. Even though the priests hold back almost everyone, the crew manages to slip through. In the chaos, the crew runs into the pagoda. Bam! You're inside the pagoda. Those sucker priests have nothing on you. You open a big open place. You enter a big open place, rather, and immediately you see what you came for. It's the witch! She's standing almost motionless in the center of the room, surrounded by the last priests to protect her. To quickly pile on the pressure, you immediately question her. What happened to those missing orangs? This does not concern you. I live here in peace. Please leave. The priests back her up. It seems she's not giving an answer so easily. You'll have to drag an answer out of her. Drag. Okay. You can see why I'm not so concerned right now. They don't have the ability to damage me here. Well, they don't have the ability to damage me enough that it really matters. Okay. And let's get that aggressive resolve on. Move up. Take her out. Bye-bye, witchy. You've dominated the opponents. We got an extra treasure hunt token, so there was a secret for resolving friendly, treasure hunt for resolving aggressive. You beat down the witch. Alone and defeated, she has no choice but to confess. It's true, I've taken those orangs and I sacrificed them. It was necessary. I'll ask you to please leave, but I will tell you about a secret treasure if you let me go. We have a sneaky plan as a result of Harry knowing Merciless. He acts pretty understanding towards the witch and lets her go. Thank you, I'll tell you the location of an artifact left by explorers of legends deep under the sea. But after you learn about the place, she walks out of the pagoda through a secret exit, but then shank backstab. Harry mercilessly betrays the witch and stabs her directly in the back. The crew's appalled, but Harry gives them the what? She's a witch face. In any case, the mask of the witch is yours. That's pretty good. You come out of the pagoda. The Orang people are rejoiced with your victory. Thank you so much for taking care of that witch. We're happy she's gone. Please accept some of our gifts. What an adventure that was, helping an Orang fight a true witch. Harry jokes around that Revlo won't be too happy once he finds out what you did to his mother. Good one. Orang Hunters on the skill of the game. Our skills are at the top of our game. No stars hunting skills. Fine. Right, let's go get this. This is the location the Witch of the Pagoda was talking about. A site dedicated to the best explorers in history is hidden below the waves. You decide to take on the dive. What exactly am I looking for here? Community crystal. All right, let's go. What's in the treasure chest? What's in the treasure chest, of course. A statue of people you don't know, yet feel very familiar. What's in that treasure chest? In the treasure chest, you find something of unimaginable value. A crystal that is pitch black, but flares with a strong aura. You feel knowledge and experience of 1,000 expeditions emanate from this one crystal. The community crystal. Yeah, subtle. 5 for every trader helper in the entourage, definitely. Look at the serious statues. You read the names. It's them. It's community people. You read the names of the serious-looking legends from left to right. The Black Vision, Welsh Dragon, Liort, the Brown Knight, Stalker of Flames. So I know the Black Vision is a regular poster on the community forums. The Welsh Dragon also. Liort also. Liort, in fact, wrote a lot of the guides for the game as well. I'm not too familiar with the Brown Knight or the Stalker of Flames. They make a fine team. Something weird is scribbled on a slab below the statues. Bring back Manuel. That would be Abby Manuel, I'd have to imagine. It's like I know them. Look at the active-looking statues. The Reliant Lord, Flowers Beast Companion, the D-Man, and KCYW. If it wasn't for exploring, they'd probably do something creative or popular. Maybe a rap formation. Grab all the gold lying around and return to the surface. That is freaking cool. I love when games have those kinds of just hidden little knowing nods. It's nice. Feels a secret area. Ooh. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Alright. Collect the rare valuables. We have so many tactics. We have to resolve aggressive here as well, so that we get the respect of the monkey. Or friendly, but obviously we're doing aggressive. Beautiful. Punch him. And we'll just hide down here for a while as they approach. This is going to give us some time for our various different cooldowns to come up. As well as a lot of our abilities to power up over time. Got him. So I was the one who attacked first. Whatever. Didn't matter. Ultimately won. Again, we're doing a 4-star instead of a 5-star, so this isn't really like a stretch. A lot of these aren't actually going to put a dent in our armor. Wants to show us something. A rich collection of jewelry. Yeah, that's pretty good. Refreshing breeze. We can go here, and then up here. The Orang people. Visit a supply shop. Leave that for a second. Visit a trinket shop. Buy a treasure? Sure. I mean, we have so much resolve that it doesn't really matter. And I'll buy a couple supplies. Almost certain. Yeah, definitely overboard there. I didn't need to do that. I just want to make sure that if there is anything else on this island that I can possibly even get, I can get it. With no fear of running out of supplies whilst trying. Dang. Really thought that one was gonna be a pretty clear-cut one. Never mind. Hang on, can they even get down here? They can so get down here. Yikes. Alright, just hold off for a second. We should have had Harry focus. It's not gonna matter, but again, we should be enforcing our own best practices to make sure that we never autopilot astray. So that when it matters, we don't fuck up. Temple of Trance. Sure. Pop a tool here. This is going to be the only one that we actually have to worry about. Like, left. Failed it anyway. Lost a bunch of speech defense on Harry, but thankfully he's going to be at the back of the campaign, so it's not really going to matter. Hopefully. Okay, free mugs. Man, I got 4 mugs? I don't want any of them. Write a beautiful poem, and... it seems pretty well explored to me. Just a bit well explored. Okay, play this stone face. We win. You can enjoy the beautiful nature. Did that statue just shoot eyes? Ooh, only hidden thing will be us. Ooh, interesting. Or try to figure out the... okay, never mind. We can actually decipher it with the character that needs to be doing all of the deciphering. Stop sacrificing our friend. And we are tactically prepared for the situation. Here, we should actually just take out the AoE effectors, because they affect you with... where are the AoE... okay, that's the first AoE effector. Because the AoE that they affect in particular is a lowering of your speech defenses. Especially if they manage to change the mood and lower our speech defenses, we could actually be in for a problem. We won't be, like 100%, literally never, but it could be. But it won't. But it could. Like, hyper-theoretically, it could. want to enrage you, but also kind of don't. Is this going to be enough damage? Oh, it totally will. Pumped him. Aggressive gold builds are ridiculous. This run kind of synergized a lot better than I thought it would. I thought this run was gonna fall apart, basically. I thought it was gonna try and do too many things. Oh, plus 5 gold from... That's so much money. I thought it was gonna try and do too many things and it wasn't gonna be able to succeed at all of them, and that was gonna be a huge problem for the run. You already have both of them. You should learn a Beguiler. Yeah, there you go. But instead, it managed to do all of them. And 7! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that actually might be the maximum that you can get on, first off, any expedition, but secondly, this expedition. At least since they fixed the ability to loop and get the Star of Africa multiple times in a single run. I think this might be the most amount of treasure that you can get in a single mission. Feel free to clarify and tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. Wang Yu also just led a crew to victory. That's gonna be 2 achievements for me. Right? That reminds me, my next runs all have to be with the new crews leading a most renowned explorer expedition and getting to the very end. So we got shorted a little bit on both Mali and this one, Emerged Island, and we also missed out on the hidden jewel on the Caribbean Adventure. So we probably missed like 5 treasures over the course of that run, and it was still reasonably high scoring. It's not a run that will break the resolve, obviously. Like, that's not a ridiculous amount of resolve at the end. Consider the fact that it only gets us 3rd according to the Explorers of Legend. And where's my own leaderboard? Not even here, apparently. Ooh. Do we still have things to unlock here? I thought we had everything. Alright, another booster pack, sure. Yep, no, we've got every one of those. I don't know who's still missing things. Let's actually double check that. Oh, we haven't got Su Min Zhong's crew story. So obviously that means we're gonna want to succeed a run with Hojo and succeed a run with Fei Lin as leaders before we do anything else. But let's have a look at the leaderboards. Just, like, in general. 26. Like, that's, you know, 3 times what I pretty much just had there. That's overall, I guess. What about only in... Okay, it doesn't show with only a specific DLC. Emperor's Challenge mode, yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't show with only a specific DLC. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. But for the moment, I should say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Renowned Explorers, the Emperor's Challenge. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.